less cold. Those edges won't ever be smooth. I don't regret that we fell in love. I'm proud I once called you mine. But now, sweetheart, we must say goodbye. We've come to the end of the line. I've got rough edges all over me, and I can't change, not even for you. You can't chisel and mold, but I'm brittle as cold. Those edges won't ever be smooth. I've got rough edges all over me, and I can't change, not even for you. You can't chisel and mold, but I'm brittle as cold. Those edges won't ever be smooth.
You look through the list here, Kevin?
Yeah.
I wasted my tears when I cried over you, but I should have known you could never be true. Well, I loved and I lost you, and now I'm so blue. Oh, I wasted my tears when I cried over you. You said that you loved me, and would always be true. But now you've gone and left me. Oh, what will I do? Oh, why did you leave me for somebody new? Oh, I wasted my tears when I cried over you. I wasted my time when I spent it with you. But one is so blind, when love is so new. And now all of my fears, well, they all have come true. Oh, I wasted my tears when I cried over you.
All right?
You said that you loved me and would always be true. But now you've gone and left me. Oh, what will I do? Oh, why did you leave me for somebody new? Oh, I wasted my tears when I cried over you. Oh, I wasted my tears when I cried over you.
Howdy, folks. How we doing this evening? Good to see you guys out tonight. Good to see some new faces with us this evening. Glad y'all were able to make it out on a Saturday night to spend your evening with the Sawmill Band. We're excited that you're here and able to make it out. I'm going to start this show like I do every single show with a prayer and a pledge. I'd like to ask you to please stand and join me in that. I'm going to say a prayer, then after that, if you'll remain standing for the pledge, and we'll pledge to this flag over here. Last time I didn't say that. We had people looking out the door and everywhere else. So this is a flag we'll use, okay? Join me in prayer, if you would, please. Father, we come to you this weekend just thankful, Lord, that you've given us a place that we can come and enjoy each other's fellowship, and a place that we can still have our freedom, Lord, and the ability to serve you and just enjoy our country and our God right here in Florida, Lord. We thank you for that. We thank you for our guests this weekend. For those that can't be here, we ask that you be with them as they travel, bring them back to us safely. For those on our prayer request list tonight, we just ask that you keep your blessed hand upon those and those that are sick and shut in and can't be with us tonight. Father, we just ask that you would keep your hand upon them and bring them back to us safely. Thank you for the food you've given us tonight. We pray a special prayer tonight for those military men and women who lost their lives this week fighting for our freedom so we can sleep in peace back home here in Florida. Father, we just ask that you be with those military men and women as they fight for our freedom. Thank you for everything you've given us, Lord. Pray that you'd be with the band. Help us to do our best for these folks. We ask these things in Christ's precious name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, y'all, have a seat. Thanks for coming out tonight. I take it that everybody got enough to eat this evening. How about a hand for the cooks in the kitchen? They worked hard today. Yeah. Yes, sir, that's right. Hey, if the music ain't good, at least the food was. That's why I like to see how it goes, okay? Glad y'all are here tonight. We appreciate you coming out. If you've never been here, let me know. Raise your hand just real quick. Thank y'all for coming this evening. We appreciate it. Tonight is the Sawmill Band, and if you've never seen the Sawmill Band, just tell you a little bit about the show. We're going to play for an hour. Then we're going to take a short break, an intermission. During that time, our concession stand will be open. Stop in there and pick you up a world-famous Farmer's Opry root beer float. If you've never had one, do not leave here without trying them. They're delicious. $2.50. That means you and your spouse can get one for $5 even. Isn't that nice and convenient? Stop and get one of those in the break. We got popcorn. We got Snickers bars about 3 foot long for the kids to keep them up all night long. And then don't forget to stop and check out our little country store. We've got some T-shirts for sale and some coffee mugs. And just in this weekend, just for you new folks, a brand new shipment of chicken poop chapstick. If you got a problem licking your lips, pick you up a tube of that, and it'll wrap it up for you, guaranteed, or your money back. We're the Sawmill Band, like I said, but on Friday and Saturday nights, we're usually here. Coming up the 27th of August, we'll have the Texaco Country Showdown. 10 contestants from our local Tri-County area will compete for a chance to go on to the national events and a chance for $100,000. That's the 27th of August. Don't miss that show. If you forget the dates, just pick up a flyer on your way out. You've got some more information in there, and then you can also check that out on our website. Coming up also in September, October time frame is our 3-day Classic Country Music Fest. We'll talk a little bit more about that during the show, but we got some of the greatest musicians in the world will be here for that weekend, and we're looking forward to that big 3-day fest. So if you've got a camper, make sure you bring your camper out and enjoy a good weekend with us, and we'll look forward to that. So also just a quick reminder, if you've got kids with you tonight, ask that you keep them seated and with you during the show. It helps everybody out and helps y'all out, so we thank you for that. We're going to get our guitars tuned up and get tuned and get ready to go. Are y'all ready for the show tonight? Good. Y'all keep that attitude up. We'll be in good shape. How many had the fried chicken? Okay, you'll be asleep in about 30, 40 minutes. We just ask that you please snore in the same key that we play. It helps us out a whole bunch. All right, y'all get fired up. We're going to have a good time. We'll be back in just a second.
It was in the spring, one sunny day. While I was hunting wild turkey and sipping on Jim Beam, but I walked up on something like I'd never seen. So deep in the woods where I thought I was alone, stood a structure of something that someone called home. I saw a shotgun, a guitar, and a 6-pack of beer. A sign on the front porch said, "Guess who lives here?" An old red-bone hound that looked older than time, and an old man that swore he was only 29. Well, I swear he looked just like old Hank. I wouldn't bet a wooden nickel that he ain't. Well, I got goosebumps and dizzy and felt kind of faint. I think I was talking to Hank. Let's go. He said I played that guitar in a drifting country band, played coast to coast and a few foreign lands. He said some crowds were big and some crowds were small, and somehow I hope I let them know I love them all. He said you're mighty skinny, and he said would you believe that it only took one woman to do this to me.
It took more than that, James.
He said better grab your hat, son, and get on out of the way when they start hating love and start loving to hate. Well, I swear he looked just like old Hank. I wouldn't bet a wooden nickel that he ain't. I got goosebumps and dizzy and felt kind of faint. I think I was talking to Hank. Well, I swear he looked just like old Hank. I wouldn't bet a wooden nickel that he ain't. Well, I got goosebumps and dizzy and felt kind of faint. I think I was talking to Hank. Well, I think I was talking to Hank. I think I was talking to poor old Hank. Welcome.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Walking the floor over you, and I can't sleep a wink, that is true. Well, I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. I'm walking the floor over you. You left me and you went away. Well, you said that you'd be back in just a day. You've broken your promise saying you left me here alone. I don't know why you did, but I know that you're gone. I'm walking the floor over you, and I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. I'm walking the floor over you.
Hey, that's Derek Barnes, our bus driver, on the keyboard over there for you tonight. That's our band leader, Sandy White, on the steel guitar.
Now someday you may be lonesome too, and walking the floor is good for you. Just keep right on walking and it won't hurt you to cry. Remember that I love you and I will till I die. I'm walking the floor over you, and I can't sleep a wink, that is true. Well, I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. I'm walking the floor over you. Well, I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. I'm walking the floor over you. Thank you.
Here we go.
Down in Dallas, in a palace, I met a boy who was so cute. I loved his hugging, I loved his kissing, as we sat in his little red coupe. He said, tell me confidentially, how much do you love me? Well, I thought a while and then I smiled, and this is what I told him, don't you see? I love you, honey, I love your money, I love your automobile. I love you, baby. I don't mean maybe. You're the sweetest thing on wheels. I love your kisses. I wouldn't miss it. No matter how I feel. I love you, honey. I love your money. Most of all, I love your automobile.
Oh, we love you, honey.
Down in Dallas, in a palace, I met a boy who was so cute. I loved his his hugging, I loved his kissing. As we sat in his little red coupe, he said, tell me confidentially, how much do you love me? Well, I thought a while and then I smiled, and this is what I told him, don't you see? I love you, honey, I love your money, I love your automobile, I love you, baby, I don't mean maybe, you're the sweetest thing on wheels. I love your kisses, I wouldn't miss it, no matter how I feel. I love you, honey, I love your money, most of all I love your automobile. I love you, honey, I love your money, I love your automobile. I love you, baby, I don't mean maybe, you're the sweetest thing on wheels. I love your kisses, I wouldn't miss it, no matter how I feel. I love you, honey, I love your money, most of all I love your automobile. Most of all I love your automobile. Thank Well, like my loving run country style, and this little girl will walk a country mile to find her a good old slow talking country boy. Said a country boy, I'm about as old fashioned as I can be, and I hope you're liking what you see. 'Cause if you're looking at me, you're looking at country. You don't see no city when you look at me, 'cause country is all I am. I love running barefooted through the old cornfield. I love that country ham. Well, you said I was made just to fit your plans, and there's a barnyard shovel fit your hands. 'Cause if your eyes are on me, you're looking at country. This here country is a little green, and there's a whole lot of country that you ain't seen. I'll show you around. You show me a wedding band, said a wedding band. When it comes to love, well, I know about that. Country folks all know where it's at. 'Cause if you're looking at me, you're looking at country. You don't see no city when you look at me. The country is all I am. I love running barefooted through the old cornfield. I love that country ham. Well, you said I was made just to fit your plans, and there's a barnyard shovel fit your hands. 'Cause if your eyes are on me, you're looking at country. If your eyes are on me, you're looking at country. Yeehaw! Thank you.
Yeah. They won't get any younger. That's as young as we'll get tonight on you, okay? Getting down into kindergarten age, we have to start back up again, all right? Good to have y'all tonight. Thank you so much for being here. You having a good time? We're just getting started. Okay. If you didn't clap when I asked that, go ahead and leave. It ain't going to get no better. Hey, I want to say a special hello to everybody watching on the internet tonight. We broadcast these shows live every Friday and Saturday night, so if you can't make it, you can watch on our website. We have a lot of folks tune in. Barack Obama called earlier, said he was watching tonight. We appreciate him tuning in tonight. So a lot of famous folks watching the show. We're glad about that and all. But I want to say hello to those folks and tell y'all what's on our website. You can get out there and find our menu. That's important. It's posted about every Monday or Tuesday. Get on there and figure that out. You can find our calendar of events, some of the shows that I mentioned at the beginning of the show. You can get on there and see those when they're going to be. You can also find our pictures. We take pictures every weekend. In fact, my Aunt Shirley's around here somewhere. She'll take photographs all weekend. If you've got a big group, make sure you get a picture before you leave, and we'll put it out there on the site. If you're here with somebody you shouldn't be, let me know so it doesn't make it out there on the internet, okay? That's happened before. No. Anyway, y'all find all that good information out there on our site at www.farmersopry.com. Very good. If you didn't get that, just ask somebody that said dot. Here's a song, a Gene Watson song. We got any Gene Watson fans in here tonight? Good. This is a Gene Watson song written about my wife before she was ever even born. In the second verse, I'll do the Shamuckla version of this song, so listen close, okay? It's one called 14 Karat Mine. Here we go.
3, 4, 1, 2.
I still recall the morning that I met you, standing out in front of Wilson's 5 and Dime, staring through the window at the jewelry, hungry for the things you couldn't buy. Just like a fool, I thought that I could please you. I saw you had an eye for things that shine. I paid 7 Sawmill dollars for a bracelet just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Here we go. Laying by these railroad tracks in Denver with a hurting head and a half a pint of wine. Everything except my soul has been surrendered just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? How many can't say so right now? All right, here's the Shamuckla part of this song. Listen close. That trailer that I drug up to Shamuckla was not enough to keep you satisfied. 'Cause a man who plays in the Sawmill band, that's me, well, you know we can't afford no double wide. I wonder if you're still with Willie Jackson. Sometimes I wonder if he's still alive. Oh, Willie, he gave up his wife and children just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Y'all sing it with me. Laying by these railroad tracks in Denver with a hurting head and a half a pint of wine. Everything except my soul has been surrendered just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Turn around, Derek. Just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Thank you. Thank you.
As Jeremy
James,
said,
I
we
had
do.
a little redneck in that song. We ain't got no rednecks in here tonight, do we?
No,
Not a one. I don't see a one out there.
That's right.
A lot of classic country music here at the Opry House, and we have our Classic Music Festival Jeremy mentioned earlier coming up September 29th, 30th, and October 1st. We have what we call the $1 Million Band. We have hand-chosen 7 of the world's best musicians from Nashville. The session players are going to be here. 12 different singers coming across the stage, and all those pickers, the world's best musicians, are going to be here playing. We call them the $1 Million Band because that's about what it costs to get them down here. But they're all going to do these songs right here, and this is a song that tells a whole story about classic country right here.
Here's some George Jones for you. You know, this old world's full of singers, but just a few were chosen to tear your heart out when they sing. Imagine life without all your radio heroes, like the outlaw that walks through Jesse's dream. No, there'll never be another red-headed stranger, a man in black and Folsom prison blue, the Okie from Muskogee, or Hello Darling. Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes, and who's gonna fill their shoes, and who's gonna stand that tall Who's gonna play the Opry and the Wabash Cannonball? Well, who's gonna give their heart and soul to get to me and you? Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes. God bless the boys from Memphis, blue suede shoes and Elvis. Much too soon he left this world in tears. They tore up the 50s. Oh, Jerry Lee and Charlie, and Go Cat Go still echoes through the years. You know the heart of country music still beats in Luke the Drifter. You can tell it when he sang I Saw the Light. Oh, Marty, Hank, and Lefty, well, I can feel him right here with me on this silver eagle rolling through the night. Who's gonna fill their shoes? And who's gonna stand that tall? And who's gonna play the Opry and the Wabash Cannonball? Well, who's gonna give their heart and soul to get to me and you? Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes. Yes, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes. Thank you.
Oh, ain't that a good song right there? It sort of tells the story of country music for sure. But as long as the Farmers Opera here, and this is our 10th year, we're celebrating 10 years. All this year, we'll be celebrating 10 years, and then time we get through that, we have to start celebrating 11 years.
That's right.
Here's Emily going to do you a Buck Owens song right here.
This is a good song. It's hard to, what is this?
This is I Miss You So Bad, It's Like You're Still Here.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm so miserable without
Classic.
you, it's like you're still here.
A classic song.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, the sun's gonna shine in my life once more. Love's gonna live here again. Things are gonna be the way they were before. Love's gonna live here again. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here again. No more loneliness, only happiness. Love's gonna live here again. I hear bells ringing, I hear birds singing. Love's gonna live here again. I hear bees a humming, and I know the days are coming. Love's gonna live here again. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here again. No more loneliness, only happiness. Love's gonna live here again. No more loneliness, only happiness. Love's gonna live here again. Thank you.
Yeah, old Emily singing Buck Owens for you. Here, Melissa to sing an old sad country song called "My Wife Has Run Off on My Best Friend, and I Miss Him." But this is from the ladies' point of view. This is the one called "She's Got You."
I've got your picture that you gave to me, and it's signed with love just like it used to be. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got your pictures, she's got you. I've got the records that we used to share. They still sound the same as when you were here. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got your records, she's got you. I've got your memory, has it got me? I really don't know, but I know it won't let me be. I've got your answer that proves your pain, and it still looks the same as when you gave it deep. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got these little things, she's got you. I've got your memory, Lord, has it got me? I really don't know, but I know it won't let me be. I've got your answer that proves your pain, and it still looks the same as when you gave it deep. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got these little things, she's got you. Thank you.
Well, y'all
She's
had a
got
chance
you.
to. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Y'all had a chance to hear our keyboard player a little bit. That's Derek Barnes. Derek is our bus driver. Derek's been driving the bus for us for how long, Derek?
Oh, about 6 years.
6 years. We quit touring 7 years ago. Derek does a great job on the keys. Pretty good on the driving. In fact, he just opened his own limousine service. What's the name of that thing, Derek?
Adventures in a Limousine.
Adventures in a Limousine.
That's
Y'all
right.
pick up a card on the way out. In fact, if you want to sample Derek before you buy, you can do that. He'll drive you home tonight. Okay?
That's right.
Yeah. We're
That's
going
right.
to do a rock and roll song. Let me switch.
Yeah, here's a good song old Derek does all the time here at the Opry House. What's the name of it, Derek? I forgot.
It's called If the Phone Don't Ring, I'll Know It's You.
All right, here it goes.
Well, I got a little change in my pocket, gonna jingle-lang-a-ling. Wanna call you on the telephone, baby, to give you a little ring. And each time I call, I get the same old thing. Always no hugging, no kissing, till I get a wedding ring. My honey, my baby, don't put my love upon the shelf. She said, don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, baby, 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 why do you treat me this way? You see, I'm still your lover boy, and I still feel the same way. When she told me the story about free milk and a cow,
said no hugging, no kissing, till I get a wet mouth. My honey, my baby, don't put my love upon the shelf. She said don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
Oh, let's see what you got, Derek.
Well, you see, I wanted her real bad. I was about to give in. That's when she started talking about true love, talking about sin, and I said, honey, I'll live with you for the rest of my life. She said, no hugging, no kissing, till you make me your wife. My honey, my baby, don't put my love upon no shelf. She said, don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. Thank y'all.
The boy's crazy as a sprayed roach, ain't he?
Proud of it, too, buddy.
Derek Barnes on the piano. Yes, sir. Glad to have him out here. Here's old James Broxton going to sing us a short enough country song right here.
Yeah, back when Sandy was in the speakeasies, and I was in there just to try to get him out.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
This
now.
is one.
I was, too. I was in there trying to get him out, too.
This is one of the songs I used to play. And I told him, when you open up an opera house and there ain't no drinking allowed, I'll come and sing for you. So
now we got that backwards, man. A lot of these old boys used to work in them old places years ago, you know. And
Not me. I've never been in one.
And I used to have to go in there and try to get them out.
How do you know, Derek?
The writing was on the wall. I could see it on the sound out there.
That's right.
Yep.
I had my glasses on.
The city sun goes down at night, making way for a neon light. Country boy is looking at the moon. City girl is dressed just right, but she may stay out late tonight. Country boy just plowed today till noon. From Birmingham to Ohio, well, how they met nobody knows, but every now and then they get together. She used to wanna climb the walls. She's never really been loved at all, not until old country came to town. Well, He's the first one to the bar. He spent a long time in his car. Well, everything is perfect when she walks in. They kiss and hold each other tight. Well, they know what's in store tonight. They're not someplace they have never been. From Birmingham to Ohio, well, how they met nobody knows. But every now and then they get together. She used to want to climb the walls. She's never really been loved at all. Not until old country came to town. She used to want to climb the walls. She's never really been loved at all. Not until old country came to town. Thank you.
Hey, we got Miss Chloe come back up here to sing now. Speaking about trouble, she's had some trouble with her man. They get started mighty young here in Shamuckla, but
That's right. Chloe's been in the band 2.5, almost 3 years, and she's having some man problems. So
we're going to sing to him right here. Here you go. You ready? 2, 3, 4, 1.
You've come to tell me something you say I ought to know. He don't love me anymore, and it's time for me to go. You say you're gonna take him. Oh, I don't think you can, because you ain't woman enough to take my man. Women like you are a diamond dozen you could buy anywhere. For you to get to him, I have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can, because you ain't woman enough to take my man. Sometimes a man's caught looking at things that he don't need. He took a second look at you, but he's in love with me. And I don't know where that leaves you. Oh, but I know where I stand, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man.
Tell them about it, baby.
Women like you are a diamond dozen you could buy anywhere. For you to get to him, I have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can, because you ain't woman enough to take my man. Because you ain't woman enough to take my man. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, take that. Take that. Hey, here's a good country song was out a few years ago. You know how you all had kids and grandkids. You know how your young kids, know it all, know everything, and one day a little girl comes up in your house. Well, it's your little girl, and she's old enough now to date, and she walks in one day and says, Mama, I found someone. Mama, he's crazy. Remember that song right there? And Mama said, now, wait a minute, kid. She said, no, Mama, he's crazy over me, and I love him. Here's fast forward at about 10 years, and she comes back in the house, and this is that song right now called Mama, He's Lazy.
You said would come along. He's a sign so unlike any man I've known. I was afraid to let him in, 'cause I'm not the trusting kind. But now I'm convinced that he's heaven sent and must be out of his mind. Mama, he's lazy, crazy over me, and in my life is where he says he always wants to be. I've never been so loved. He beats all I've ever seen, and Mama, he's lazy, but he's crazy over me. And Mama, you always said you better look before you leave. Maybe so. Here I go, let my heart lead me. He thinks I've hung the moon and stars, and I think he's a living dream. Well, there are men, but the ones like him are few and far between. Mama, he's crazy, crazy over me, and in my life is where he says he always wants to be. I've never been so in love. He beats all I've ever seen, and Mama, he's crazy. He's crazy over me. Oh, and Mama, he's lazy, but he's crazy over me.
Oh, yeah, Melissa Welch there. Mama, he's lazy.
She don't know what she's missing, James.
That's right.
I
She
was,
just don't know how good she's got it.
that's right. I thought she's going to say, Mama, he's lazier than me. I was going to say, there ain't no way. Ain't no way. Here's a Charlie. Is this Charlie
Yeah,
Pride?
I remember Charlie Pride.
Yeah, it's good.
Good country singer. We're going to do a song by old Charlie Pride right here.
Let's do it.
Ready? Yeah, you got to kick. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rain dripping off the brim of my hat. It sure is cold today. Well, here I am walking down 66. Wish she hadn't done me that way. Sleeping under a table in a roadside park, a man could wake up dead. But it sure seems warmer than it did sleeping in my king-size bed. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. That's right. Rain dripping down the neck of my shirt like I ain't got nothing on. But I'd rather fight the wind and rain than what I've been fighting at home. Yonder comes a truck for the U.S. mail, people writing letters back home. Tomorrow she'll probably want me back, but I'll still be just as gone. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Thank you.
We'll show y'all something right here. We got a good friend of ours, lifelong friends of ours, my wife's friend Gladys. He's got a son that grew up here with Jeremy and around all about good friends of ours, and he got grown up and went to Afghanistan. He's a helicopter pilot, and he sent us this. This is a flag. It was flown over Afghanistan. I want to read it to you. It acknowledges that this United States flag was flown on a combat mission while engaging the enemy in direct support of Operation Enduring Freedom over Patita province in Afghanistan, flown in an AH-64D aircraft helicopter over Afghanistan on the 11th of May, 2011 for the Wyatt family and the Farmers Opry House right there. Ain't that something? Thank you, Jeffrey. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Jeffrey's watching on the webcam tonight. Thank you, Jeffrey. We appreciate you, son. And we appreciate all the military over there. He's home now. He got to come home for a while, but we're glad to have it. Thank you so much. We're going to get it framed and put it on the wall here, and you guys can stop by and read it. But
that's right.
That's very special right there. We love our military here at the Opry House.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Thanks. Thank y'all. Since I know that Jeffrey's watching online and he and I are good friends, don't forget to send me the $10 for watching online. Just make the check to me, Jeff.
And we're also going to ask you, too, if you don't mind, Jeffrey, if Derek flies that helicopter.
Yeah, he's been asking about flying that Apache.
Yeah,
we want to see
one
that.
thing I ain't done yet.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to do that, Derek. And you blow something up for sure.
I can do it because there ain't nothing to hit up there. It's just open air.
It ain't there. I'm worried about you
that
hitting.
hard landing, it'll get you done.
We're going to do some singing now.
But I will see.
Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Remember when I said the next time would be the last time? Well, that time came this morning when you came in. You always had a line to change my mind, so I guess you thought that I'd just let you break my heart again. I don't want to stop loving you, but I will. I don't like waking up alone, but I will. You're the only one who can make I will. I could write a book on the innocent looks you've given me. You've got one for every story you tell. But I've seen it all, and I'm not gonna fall for those make-believe tears. So darling, I will try to make it clear. I don't wanna stop loving you, but I will. I don't like waking up alone, but I will. You're the only one who can make my heart stay still. I don't want to let you go, but I will. You're the only one who can make my heart stand still. I don't want to let you go, but I will. Thank you.
Yes, sir. That's a good song right there. And here's another song. You remember that old show used to be on TV, the Mandrell Sisters? Remember those? Remember those guys, all those pretty girls? Watch out. You get caught. I think they were singing on there, too, but I know there was some pretty girls on there. Here's a medley from
That's
that
right.
show right there, from years ago, right there, before Melissa was born.
Yeah, Melissa's going to sing this song. The first part goes out to me. So, looking forward.
hoping you'd say that.
Looking forward to hearing this right here. Sing it, baby.
Baby,
I'm listening.
I'm sorry I said the things I did.
Mm-hmm.
It was a silly fight.
Amen to that, sister.
I was right, you were wrong.
That ain't the words.
Not what I thought.
What I really mean to say is you can eat crackers in my bed and baby, you can kick off all the covers in the middle of the night. You can sleep with the window open wide. Do anything as long as you're by my side. You can eat crackers in my bed anytime. Sleeping single in a double bed, thinking over things I wish I'd said. I should have held you, but I let you go. Now I'm the one sleeping all alone, sleeping single in a double bed, thinking over things I wish I'd said. I should have held you, but I let you go, sleeping single in a double bed. God knows his dream would shatter if he knew the devil had me and won't set me free. While I'm putting on my makeup, putting on the one that really loves me. While I'm putting on my makeup, putting on the one that really loves me. Thank you.
We're going to get our favorite kid back up here to sing one. How many of y'all got grandkids? I know a lot of you have grandkids. Tons of us have. Ain't this is a special sweetheart? Not my grandkid, but I sure wish you would. I do have a grandson. I was going to tell y'all the other day. You know how grandkids are. He come and crawled up in my lap, and he said, "Hey, Paw, would you make a sound like a frog?" I said, I probably can, but why do you want me to sound like a frog, son? He said, "'Cause what Mama said, when you croak, we go into Disney World." Ain't that a sweetheart?
Sad.
My goodness. All right, here's a good song, a grown-up song right here.
She seemed all bright by dawn's early light, but she looked a little worried and weak. She tried to pretend he wasn't drinking again, but Daddy left the proof on her cheek. I was only 8 years old that summer. Dad always seemed to be in the way, so I took myself down to the fair in town on Independence Day. Well, birds gets around in a small, small town. They said he was a dangerous man, but Mama was proud, so she stood her ground. She knew she's on the losing end. Some folks whispered, some folks talked, but everybody looked the other way. Dancing around, there was no one about on Independence Day. Let freedom ring, let the wonder sing, let the whole world know that today's the day of reckoning. Let the weak be strong, let the right be wrong. Roll the stone away, let the guilty pay. It's Independence Day. But she lit up the sky that 4th of July. By the time the firemen come, they just took out the flames and put down the names and sent me to the county home. Now I ain't saying it's a right or it's wrong, but maybe it's the only way. Talk about your revolution. It's Independence Day. Let freedom breathe, let the wonder see, let the whole world know that today's the day of reckoning. Let the weak be strong, let the right be wrong. Roll the stone away, let the guilty pay. It's Independence Day. Roll the stone away. It's Independence Day. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. My goodness, that's a singing 9-year-old right there, ain't it? Ain't that something? Here's an instrumental right here. One called Up and At 'Em. This is a really old song right here, but we're going to play an instrumental tonight. Here, you ready? 2, 3, 4.
Hey, we're going to take a short break right here, y'all. And I mentioned don't forget the root beer floats for sale at our concession stand. Check out our little country store. Pick you up some popcorn and all that good stuff in there. We got coffee for sale. We'll be back in just about 10 or 12 minutes, so y'all hang tight. Stay tuned for birthdays in the second half.
We'll be right back. Y'all get you a Coca-Cola or root beer float.
You are my flower that's blooming in the mountain so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. When summertime is gone, snow begins to fall. You can sing this song and say the one and all. You are my flower that's blooming in the mountain so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. Somewhere a happy, smiling life will be worthwhile. Forget the tears, but don't forget to smile. You are my flower that's blooming in the mountain so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me.
All your money won't help you get through the great gates of heaven. All your power cannot help you over there. If you find you've been living here for the almighty dollar, you'll never have a mansion over there. Just like the rich man who wouldn't give a crumb from his table, he found in the end from God he couldn't run. He found himself in the depths of hell, looking up at poor Lazarus, crying just a drop of water to cool my tongue. There's been many a man who had it all in this life, thought he had it under control. In the end he found himself begging for God's mercy. In the end he found it, lost his soul. Just like the rich man who wouldn't give a crumb from his table, he found in the end from God he couldn't run. He found himself in the depths of hell, looking up at poor Lazarus, crying just a drop of water to cool my tongue. There is victory ahead for those who hear listen, who trust in God in spite of great despair. For Jesus is our shield and our great high tower, and he promised to deliver us through prayer. Just like when Lazarus reached heaven and he looked down at the rich man who had no hope when his race was run. He stood down there in the depths of hell, looking up at poor Lazarus, crying just a drop of water to cool my tongue. Crying just a drop of water to cool my tongue.
Hey Luther, I've been thinking the whole damn world's a sinking. Me and you ain't even like we used to be. We used to be like brothers, now we hardly know each other. It's a shame how people change, don't you agree? Remember when we traveled down a country road of gravel in a pickup truck that barely fit to run? Hey, the dust and all the clatter sure did make the chickens scatter. We was country boys out to have some fun. When there was moonshine in the stills, rabbits in the hills, squirrels a barking in the trees. There was hounds to run all night, girls to hold us tight, back in Hancock County, Tennessee. With good old Sally Larkin, what Sally taught us they don't teach in country school. I'd give my last $10 to be back in that holler, just a sipping on a jug of Mountain Dew. But time is swiftly passing, we ain't got time for laughing. We've got more troubles than our heads can hold. So before we part forever, let's go have some fun together, like we did before we thought of growing old. When there was moonshine in the stills, rabbits in the hills, squirrels a barking in the trees. There was hounds to run all night, girls to hold us tight, back in Hancock County, Tennessee. Moonshine in the stills, rabbits in the hills, squirrels a barking in the trees. There was hounds to run all night, girls to hold us tight, back in Hancock County, Tennessee. Back in Hancock County, Tennessee. Where does love go when it dies? After all the tears have dried, does it go and find some new heart, just move itself inside? Do you think it can remember wasted years and countless cries? When it leaves you feeling empty, where does love go when it dies? Is it lost and gone forever, or does it wait to live again? Does it linger in some lonely place where old feelings can't get in? Surely someone knows the answer. But is there anyone that wise? Everybody's been hurt sometime. Where does love go when it dies? Where does love go when it dies? When it leaves you filled with doubt? When you've asked yourself 1,000 times, is this what love's about? When it seems it's always ended in bitter tears and sad goodbyes. Did you ever stop and wonder, where does love go when it dies? Is it lost and gone forever, or does it wait to live again? Does it linger in some lonely place where old feelings can't get in? Surely someone knows the answer. But is there anyone that wise? Everybody's been hurt sometime. Where does love go when it dies? Yes, we've all been hurt sometime. Where does love go when it dies? Today is the first time I've been home in many years. Remembering how things used to be, I can't hold back the tears. The house is barely standing and the barn is rotted down, and someone planted trees all over Pappy's farming ground. The weeds had nearly hidden Daddy's wagon standing there. I thought how long it's been since gentle hands touched it with care. I remember when he bought it, even Mama went along. They walked and led the mules to town and proudly drove it home. I can see us now riding in a brand new wagon. We were happy as a king on a throne. Papa wearing overalls and Mama with her bonnet, riding in a brand new wagon going home. And I remember Tammy Jones, who lived the next house down. She was in the wagon every time it went to town. And when I told her of my plan, she cried and said, "You're wrong." But I just wouldn't listen, and I ran away from home. Too young to get a job, I robbed a man in Frisco yard. And the wagon I had rode next was driven by a guard. Mom and Papa kept my secret till their dying day. That's why no one could find me.
All right, folks, we'll get started in just a couple of minutes.
I can see us now riding in a brand new wagon. We were happy as a king on a throne. Papa wearing overalls and Mama with her bonnet, riding in a brand new wagon going home. Riding in a brand new wagon going home. friends don't approve of me, and I can't understand why. I'll never fit into your way of life. There's no need for me to even try. I've got rough edges all over me, and I can't change, not even for you. You can chisel and mold, but I'm brittle as coal. Those edges won't ever be smooth. I don't regret that we fell in love. I'm proud I once called you mine. But now, sweetheart, we must say goodbye. We've come to the end of the line. I've got rough edges all over me, and I can't change, not even for you. You can chisel and mold, but I'm brittle as coal. Those edges won't ever be smooth. I've got rough edges all over me, and I can't change, not even for you. You can chisel and mold, but I'm brittle as coal. Those edges won't ever be smooth. I wasted my tears when I cried over you, but I should have known.
Here we go.
There's a silence here between us I've never heard before, and I can't find the love in his eyes anymore. There's some changes going on, I'm beginning to understand. When I'm holding him, I swear I feel someone trying to take my man. There's a stranger in my house, somebody here that I can't see. A stranger in my house, somebody here trying to take him away from me. Staring out the window, a million miles away. And when I ask if he's alright, he never has too much to say. Is it somebody we both know, or somebody we just met? Is he loving her in his mind while he's lying here in my bed? There's a stranger in my house, somebody here that I can't see. A stranger in my house, somebody here trying to take him away from me. Suspicions lead to questions, and questions to alibis. Is it just my imagination, or has our love turned into lies? There's a stranger in my house, somebody here that I can't see. A stranger in my house, somebody here trying to take him away from me.
How's everybody doing this evening? Did you guys get a root beer float? If you got a root beer float, hold it up and let me see it. Were they good? Look at this guy, got 2. He heard me say $5 and he went ahead and got 2 for $5. That's right. Hey, good. We got birthdays in here tonight, and I'm going to get to these in just a second. Before I do, I want to take just a second and introduce the Sawmill Band to you. Over here to my left, you've already had the chance to meet this guy. He's been with us about 5 years. He's got his own radio station, 95themix.com, and he also owns his own recording studio. If you're getting ready to make an album or know somebody who does, y'all make sure you check him out. On the keyboard tonight, from Harold, Florida, Mr. Derek Barnes.
Woo, yeah.
Somebody asked me a minute ago if he was blind. Yes, he's blind. Just to clarify, right there, okay. The guy standing behind him is the lead singer for the Sawmill Band. He's been with us about 5.5 years himself and does a tremendous job. Used to be with the Yellow River Band, but now he's with us full time. All the way from Harold, Florida himself, y'all make welcome James Broxson. The newest member of the Sawmill Band. She joined the band in January and does a great job singing the lead female part and a little bit of backup harmony. Y'all make welcome from Milton, Florida, Miss Emily Kraft.
Yeah.
Playing the bass guitar tonight, and one of the best bass players I've ever sat on the stage with. This guy does a tremendous job. All the way from Pace, Florida, Mr. Rick Smith on the bass guitar and backup vocals. And this guy's got the longest history with us. Back here on the drums, this guy's been with the band for 10 years. Believe it or not. That's hard to believe, isn't it? Well, 10 years on and off. We won't talk about the off parts, just the on. The only city boy in the whole bunch with us up here. That's Rick's son from Pensacola, Florida, Clint Smith on the drums. Standing here to my right, this girl's been with the band since she was Chloe's age, 9 years old, and now she's grown up singing the lead female part for the Sawmill Band and helping us out in a lot of ways behind the scenes that you can't even see. She does a great job with us all the way from Milton, Florida. Y'all give it up for Melissa Welch. The youngest member of the Sawmill Band, no. This girl's been with the band 2.5 years. She's got a great future in front of her. 9 years old. Y'all make welcome from Pace, Florida, Miss Chloe Chanel. The band leader for the Sawmill Band, the owner of the Farmer's Opry, and my father making the long haul tonight from Shamuckla, Florida. Y'all give it up for Sandy Wyatt on the steel guitar. Back here in the sound booth, making sure I dress like I'm supposed to dress, tuck my shirt in and brush my teeth, and she makes sure the whole group sounds good. That's my wife, y'all, from Shamuckla, Florida, Miss Riley Wyatt. My name is Jeremy, and we're the Sawmill Band. Thank y'all for hanging out with us on a Saturday night. We appreciate it. I got a few birthdays in here tonight, and I'm going to start with the one on the top of the list that my wife told me not to mention. My wife had a birthday yesterday. Yeah, y'all give her a hand. We've got a 8-week-old son at the house, and last night we went home early and said, we're going to watch a movie. It took us 4 hours to watch that movie. So tomorrow night I'm going to take her out on a date. So, yeah. Might take us 4 days to go on the date, but we're going to try. Where is Gail Kirksey? Where's Gail at? There she is, right over here. Is that her right there? Okay. Gail, how you doing? Gail, could you come see me for just a second? I can't get in between right there. Come on over here and see me just a second. Gail, how you doing tonight? Nervous? Well, ain't nothing to be nervous about. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing good.
You look lovely tonight. Is it your birthday this week?
Wednesday.
Wednesday, 29 years old, right? That's what I hear. Well,
Good, I'll take it.
right. You got your family here with you tonight, is that right?
That's right.
And you've been here before, I'm sure, right? No, you've never been here. First time. Where are you from?
Castleberry.
Castleberry. Well, good to have you out tonight, Gail. We appreciate it and glad you're able to join us. Don't turn around just yet. We ain't finished. These folks hadn't met you yet. Y'all, this is my friend Gail. First time to the Farmer's Opry. Miss Gail, if you'll look right there, there's a stool with your name all over it. So head right on up there. Y'all give Gail a nice hand. Happy birthday, Gail. You going to join her? Okay. You want to come now or you want to wait? There's a lot of family feuding that goes on after the Opry a lot of times, and y'all see why in just a minute. Where is Debbie Seeley? Where is Debbie at? There she is right there. Miss Debbie, how are you tonight? You want to come out here and see me just a second? Debbie, come on out here. How are you doing this evening, Debbie? Did you raise your hand when I asked who'd been here the first time? Is this your first time also? You've been here before. Okay. It says Nana, Mom, and Wife. Is that true?
I guess that's me.
That's you. Well, thanks for celebrating with us. And who you got with you tonight?
Some of my crew.
Some of your crew. Just part of them. Just part of them.
Right here.
Your best friend right here? Okay, good. Well, thanks for having us, coming out tonight and hanging out with us. And I'll give you a choice. Do you want to join us on the stage, or you want to sit here with your nice family? You want to sit here? That really makes me want to drag you up there. It's your birthday. I'm going to give you a bye. Y'all give her a nice hand. Miss Debbie Seeley, happy birthday. Hey, that don't happen often now. Where is Pat? Pat Tenney. Where's Pat? Hey, Pat, I know you. Miss Pat, come here and see me for just a minute if you don't mind. Now, you had the pleasure of spending 2 weeks with my family, didn't you? Lord of mercy, bless your heart. Well, Pat, that's a long walk up there, but I'm going to walk with you. Pat, it's her birthday. Y'all give Pat a nice hand as she makes her way to the stage. Come on up here, Miss Pat. She's heading on up to the stage. Happy birthday. Where is Annie Stead? Did I say that? Where is Annie at? Hey, Annie, how you doing tonight? Yeah. Finger pointing going on here. Somebody set you up to this, didn't they?
I'm going to kill him.
You're going to kill him. Okay, well, they wrote your name nice and clear so I could make sure. Who are all these folks you're with tonight?
Your sisters.
Okay.
Husband.
Okay, great. This is your husband here? Okay, I just making sure. Sometimes we get mixed up, and good to have you. Been to the Opry before?
No.
First time out. First time. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but since first timers, I have to give you the royal treatment. So, Annie, come on up here and join me on the stage. Come on out here. Y'all give Annie a nice hand as she makes her way up to the stage tonight. Let me help you up there on the steps, Annie. Don't fall. We ain't got no insurance. There you go. Okay. Good. What a good-looking crew we've got up here tonight. Yeah, look at this. This is great. How you doing tonight, Miss Gail? You doing okay? Good. So Miss Gail's first time out, and Miss Pat Tenney, it was good to have you tonight, and Miss Annie. So glad to have y'all tonight. We appreciate it. We got a special treat for Miss Gail. Miss Gail, can you stand up here for just a second? Come on out here. Yeah, come on out. Somebody told me, actually your family told me you were an expert hula hooper. I did not know that. So hold your hands straight up. There you go. Look at that. Woo! Miss Gail, you can have a seat. I promise I won't harass you anymore, okay? Miss Annie, let's see your moves. Come on. Come on out here. Come on. Come on, Annie. Let's see it. Do it. Woo! Look at that. Wow. Good to have our guest up. You guys have been out to the restaurants where they come out and sing happy birthday to you. You guys have all seen them do that. Well, Miss Gail, we don't sing happy birthday at the Farmer's Opry. Miss Annie, we sure don't. We let our guests sing happy birthday to themselves. So that's how that works. So let me get these folks a nice microphone here. There you go. Can we have another microphone over here? James is going to come hold one for this lady right here in the back, and I got Miss Gail right here. Okay, here's how this is going to work. We're going to count it off, and they're going to give them their very best. Miss Gail, listen, we got hundreds of folks watching online tonight, so you got to make sure you really project. They've already seen you do the hula hoop, so all you got to do now is sing, okay? Here we go. Are y'all ready for this, guys? Here we go. This song is for y'all.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
The Farmer's Opry.
Happy birthday to you.
One more time. Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sawmill fan. Happy birthday to you.
and many, many, many more. Happy birthday to these lovely crew. Miss Gail, hang on just a second here. Let me let Miss Annie down right here. Come on down here, Miss Annie. Miss Gail, we got a special treat for you. Yeah. As if you haven't endured enough. This lovely lady behind you here, I believe, is your daughter. Is that correct? Used to be. She might write you off after this. Well, this is Miss Gail's first and last time to the Opry, so what we're going to do, special treat, her daughter is going to sing a song to her. And we don't get this happening. Well, don't get too excited about it. We don't have this happen that often, so we're going to see how this goes. This is an interesting song. Y'all hang tight. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Well, like they said, it's her birthday and everything, and so we had planned about 2 weeks ago to bring her here, but we didn't tell her. So Wednesday when I called her, wished her happy birthday and everything, and I said, Mom, we've got a big surprise for you on Saturday. I said, yeah, just, call me later on in the week, and we'll kind of get our details together. So I waited, and I waited. I guess I must have spooked her by not telling her. So I called her this morning, and lo and behold, about halfway through the day, she calls me back. So this song goes out to my lovely mama. I love you. Happy birthday. Well, back in 1876, an old boy named Bill invented a contraption that we know so well. By the 1950s, there in everybody's home is that crazy little thing we call the... There's one on every corner in the back of every bar. You can take one in your briefcase, on a plane, or in your car. So tell me why haven't I heard from you?
Why haven't I heard from you?
Tell me why haven't I heard from you?
Why haven't I heard from you?
I said, now, Mama, Mother, what is your excuse? Why haven't I heard from you?
Oh, yeah, Mama.
Well, there's no problem getting to me, Mama. You could dial direct. I got call forward and call waiting. You could even call collect. Well, the serviceman, he told me that my phone was ringing fine, and I have come to the conclusion the trouble wasn't with my line. I'm sure the operator would be glad to put you through, so dial 0 for assistance if this all confuses you. So tell me why haven't I heard from you?
Why haven't I heard from you?
Tell me why haven't I heard from you?
Why haven't I heard from you?
I said, now, darling, honey, what is your excuse? Why haven't I heard from you? Well, there better be no flood, a landslide of mud, a fire that burns out the wires, a thunder so loud with a black funnel cloud, a natural disaster I know nothing about. Tell me why haven't I heard from you?
Why haven't I heard from you?
Tell me why haven't I heard from you?
Why haven't I heard from you?
I said, now, honey, what is your excuse? Why haven't I heard from you? Thank y'all so much. Happy birthday.
How about Holly? How about that birthday? Wasn't that special right there?
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, but always make sure you got somebody you want to embarrass. Bring them out here. We love it. We have a
That's
good
right.
time with it.
We're great at that.
Thank you, Holly. Thank you all so much for singing. That's my kin folks right there. In fact, that's a lot of talent runs in our family.
Hey,
That's my kin folks from up in Bruton right there, and I'm glad to have them down here.
I didn't catch your daughter's name. I'm sorry. What was her
Holly.
name? Holly?
That's your cousin, son.
Yeah, I know. Well, listen. Listen. If you looking for a job, you come back. That's pretty good right there now. You hold me to it.
Yeah.
That was good, wasn't it?
In fact, I want to tell y'all just a brief story on how much talent runs in my family. There's a lot of talent in the old White family back through the years there. And it started from a great-great-great-grandpa over in England. Had a lot of talent. In fact, he was a the world's best bagpipe player. Now, he could flat both them bagpipes, but one day I'll tell y'all the story what happened to him. He got old and he retired, so he quit. But his buddy come to him and he said, hey, Mr. White, my mama has passed away, and in her will it says she wanted you to play the bagpipes at her funeral. He said, well, by golly, I believe it would be an honor to play the bagpipes at your mama's funeral. He said, well, it's going to be Sunday up there at the home place up in the mountains. So come Sunday, he got all up and got dressed and loaded up his bagpipes and headed off up there. He used to go there and play when they was kids and all. And he got up there pretty close, and he got lost. And he got doggone. I can't find this place. I can't remember. It seemed like the trees just grew. I can't remember where it was. So he kept hunting the place and kept hunting. He was late, and he finally found it, and it was all over. They were done covering it all up. He said, well, I told him I was going to do it, so I'm going to do it. So he pulled up there, and he got out and said, hold up, fellas, hold up a minute. I told him I was going to do this, and I'm going to do it. So he got them bagpipes, and he armed them up, and he come into blowing. And he tooted and blowed and honked, snorted, and he made the biggest mess you'd ever seen. He had the dust stirred up, but he flat blowed them bagpipes. He let them have it. And he got through. He went down there and armed them things up and put them in the trunk. He got in the car and drove off. And his two old boys there leaned up against a shovel, and one of them looked at the other one and said, I've been doing this 25 years, and I ain't never seen so much carrying on over a septic tank in my life.
Pure talent, right?
But that's where all of our talent comes from in my family, right? Blowing them bagpipes right there. Toot, toot. Speaking of talent.
Yeah, we got opera heads out here that love us and we love them. And this is Miss Brenda, and she's been going through a hard time, so I want to sing her a song. Won't you come up here with me? Come on. It's too late. Too late, I done grabbed you. Once I grab you, you got to go. So,
we're going to make her feel better right here. Bless
George Strait song I want to sing to you. I'm not George Strait. I mean, I wish I was, but yeah, me too.
I wish you.
Joker's got some money. Yeah, I'll try not to look down.
If we could get George Strait cheap as we pay you, I'd sure be happy, I'll tell you. All right, Derek. Yep.
We said goodbye in Marina Del Rey. I had a good time was the last thing I heard her say as I walked away. And on the plane back from Tennessee, my mind comes across her memory and yesterday in Marina Del Rey. Hidden beach under golden sun, she spread a blanket that we laid down on and loved the world away in Marina Del Rey. And as we looked into each other's eyes, we found our bodies lost in paradise like castaways in Marina Del Rey. You're not crying. You're all right. You're doing good. Like the ocean tides, highs and lows, love sometimes comes and goes away in Marina Del Rey. As this plane is touching down, tears touch my eyes, for I have found my heart has stayed in Marina Del Rey. On a hidden beach under golden sun, she spread a blanket that we laid down on and loved the world away in Marina Del Rey. And as we look each other's eyes. We found our bodies lost in paradise like castaways in Marina del Rey. We said goodbye in Marina del Rey. Love you.
Yeah, ain't that great right there?
Hey, I want to just quickly mention, James mentioned our Opry heads. We love our Opry. If you're an Opry head, just raise your hand a second. These folks right here are our loyal family, y'all. We just love them like family, and they're here a lot, and we just appreciate y'all. I know we don't say it a whole lot, but tonight one of our Opry heads is a little under the weather. Harold's in the hospital tonight. We just want to say, hey, Harold, we're thinking about you and Mary Ellen, and we're praying for you guys, and looking forward to seeing you back here. So on three, I want the whole crowd to say, hey, Harold. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, Harold. That's good. And Harold, you hurry up and get better and come on back and see us, buddy, okay? Y'all stop and see him when you can. I'm going to go over there if I can tomorrow. All right. Here's a Reba McEntire song. We like doing Reba songs. We tried to get Reba to come sing, but she wanted $100,000. So Melissa going to do it for 2. Good deal. We're going to get Chloe to sing a song right now. This is a classic song. It's, in fact, I think this was Song of the Decade. Is that right? Is it song? Right. Yeah, I thought it was Song of the Decade last one of them decades. Yeah. This is a Patsy Cline song. Is that right, too? No, this is a Tammy Wynette song.
Tammy Wynette.
Sorry. Stand By Your Man.
The anthem.
Get it right
Tammy's
here.
anthem.
Ready? Yep, 2, 3, 4.
Stand Sometimes it's hard to be a woman, giving all your love to just one man. You'll have bad times, and he'll have good times, doing things that you don't understand. But if you love him, you'll forgive him, even though he's hard to understand. And if you love him, oh, be proud of him, 'cause after all, he's just a man.
Just a man, baby.
Stand by your man. Give him 2 arms to cling to, and something warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely. Stand by your man and show the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your man. Stand by your man and show the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your man. Thank you.
Yeah, how about that? Man, I'm going to cry. Look at there what we got. Cookies. Cookies. Look at the cookies. She sings for cookies.
Woo-hoo. Don't forget your band members, honey. Hey. Hey, what's...
Boy, she made a haul tonight, didn't she?
Man.
Hey, this is a special kid. And I want to show you this for 1 second. Chloe has a wonderful CD out, recorded professionally over in Coleman Studios. One of the best CDs I've ever heard. This is a first class, and she's going to pay her way through college with these things right here. When you guys start out, stop by her table there and talk to her, and they're $10. Get her your $10 CD, and she'll sign it for you. And we're sharing a cookie right now. But stop by her table and talk to you back there. And while we're advertising, I want to say another one right here. Miss Pat Tooney up here that was embarrassed because we got her for her birthday is a new friend of ours. My wife and I took our first vacation back in May. First true vacation in 37 years. All we've ever done is work. So we got us a trip booked to Alaska, and Pat helped us with it. She has a little company called Tours by Pat. And we went for 2 weeks on a big boat and trains and toured Alaska, and we had an absolute wonderful time. My wife and I left here, and we came back fully satisfied and with about 24 brand new friends. We had an absolute ball. And thank you for that, Pat. We appreciate all you guys that went and came over here tonight. We appreciate you. And if you decide you want to go on one of those tours, it goes all over the world there. But what a neat group of people that is. They're just really down to earth, just like us. And I just had myself a ball. I had to eat myself plumb silly, but I sure enjoyed it. Now we had a good time.
Yeah, don't think you ever going again. He left me with this place for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. We got on.
His first time in 10 years the band got paid. We were pretty excited.
I just made the mistake and left the checkbook. I wish I hadn't done that.
Thanks, Pat. Here's a honky-tonk song, sure enough, right here.
Let's get with it.
Y'all ready? You going to eat a cookie over there, or you going to pick guitar with us?
He'll catch up with us.
I need him on the intro. Hang on. Dad, you got to play the intro.
I got to eat a cookie. Y'all go ahead.
bottle of your very best. Because I've got a problem I'm gonna drink off my chest. I'm gonna spend the night getting down. 'Cause that woman that I had wrapped around my finger just to come unwound. Yeah, that woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwound. She kicked me out of the house and tonight I'm whiskey bound. Yes, I'm gonna be the biggest fool in town. 'Cause that woman that I had wrapped around my finger just to come unwound. How y'all doing tonight? She just packed my bags and opened up the door. Yes, I've got a feeling she don't want me around no more. She caught me in a lie.
Uh-oh.
When I was messing around.
Say it ain't so.
'Cause that woman that I had wrapped around my finger just to come unwound. Yeah, that woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwound. She kicked me out of the house and tonight I'm whiskey bound. Yes, I'm gonna be the biggest fool in town. 'Cause that woman that I had wrapped around my finger just to come unwound. Yeah, that woman that I had wrapped around my finger just to come unwound.
Oh, that's a good country song. Here's a song here Doug Stone done here at the Opry House. He's been here about 4 times. Great entertainer, and he done this song here, and we learned it after we heard him sing it. What a great song this is.
I'd be lying if I said I'd never prayed for this. I would show you here in my arms how much love you've missed. It ain't that bad, bud. I'm happy that you're sad. I know that sounds so wrong, but I can promise you the pain's gonna want you alone. Coming out of the pain, let me dry your tears. He's been gone for days, and I've loved you for years. Oh, way down in my arms, there ain't no shame. But don't you stand there, girl, coming out of the pain. Well, I know how a heartache feels and shatters when it breaks. And if you, I may want to go back there, believe in me, it'll be your last mistake. Well, I can't stop the wind, and I can't stop, excuse me, rain, but I can promise you that I can stop your pain. Coming out of the pain, let me dry your tears. He's been gone for days, and I've loved you for years. Oh, way down in my arms, there ain't no shame, but don't you stand there, girl, coming out of the pain. Coming out of the pain. Well, let me dry your tears. Coming out of the pain. Girl, I've loved you for years and years and years. Coming out of the pain. I snuck up on you, didn't I? Y'all looking good out there.
All right, y'all all check your wallets. Old James, he knows what he's doing right now. He's back there counting it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's fun to do right there. Ain't it fun to do? I like that. And I know all them girls back there fanning themselves. Now, Jeremy said James practices those songs here at rehearsal, and it's just me and him and Jeremy and Derek and Rick and Clint. And he has to sing to Jeremy. That's a god-awful looking thing now to watch that go on, but we do it all for you guys, I guess.
Just sit over here and keep my eyes closed the whole time. I ain't got to worry about it.
All right, here we go.
Baby, what do you say we just get lost? Leave this one-horse town like two rebels without a cause. I've got people in Boston, ain't your daddy still in Des Moines? We can pack up tomorrow, tonight, let's flip a coin. California, somewhere greener, somewhere warmer, up in the mountains, down by the ocean, where it don't matter, long as we're going somewhere together. I've got a quarter, that's Carolina, Tails, California. We can throw what we own in the back of a U-Haul van. Couple modern day Moses searching for the promised land. We can go 400 miles before we stop for gas. We can drive for a day, then we'll take a look at the map. Heads Carolina, tails California, somewhere greener, somewhere warmer, up in the mountains, down by the ocean, where it don't matter, long as we're going somewhere together. I've got a quarter, heads Carolina, tails California. Gonna get out of here if we gotta ride a Greyhound bus, or we're bound to outrun the bad luck that's telling us.
Miss Emily singing for you.
Yeah.
What we got going, guys?
Come on, JB.
You're in Alabama. Remember the group Alabama? What a great group that was. Listen to this right here. James is going to sing an Alabama song for you.
Rolling down the backwoods Tennessee byway, one arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other, a sweet, soft southern thrill. Worked hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday night. Couldn't feel better, I'm together with my Dixieland delight. Spend my dollar, parked in a holler 'neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, a little turtle doving on a Mason-Dixon night. Fits my life, oh, so right. My Dixieland delight. That's right. Whitetail buck deer munching on clover, a red-tailed hawk sitting on a limb, chubby old groundhog croaking bullfrog, as free as a feeling in the wind. Homegrown country girl gonna give me a whirl on a Tennessee Saturday night. Lucky as a 7, living in heaven with my Dixieland delight. Spend my dollar, parked in a holler 'neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, a little turtle diving on a Mason-Dixon night. Fits my life, oh, so right. My Dixieland delight. Hey, you want to hear some fiddle? Y'all gonna have to get louder than that. You want to hear some fiddle? Well, then somebody scream. Keep it going. Spend my dollar, parked in a holler 'neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, little turtle doving on a Mason-Dixon night. Fits my life, oh, so right. My Dixieland delight. Yeehaw!
We hope y'all had a good time with us tonight. We sure have enjoyed you being here. Don't forget to pick up a flyer on your way out, and we'll see you back here next weekend. And don't forget, pull that white sticker off your seat before you leave. We sure would appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Good night.
Y'all be safe heading to the house.
Y'all be sure to stop by and see Chloe at her CD table, and y'all come back again. Drive safe.
Bringing home a darling, she'll never leave again. The sun is shining down on me, and gone now is the rain. Can't you hear the whistle calling out, boys? Here comes the train.